I've been so excited to take a look at this series of watches ever since they were first announced. So jump on in, let's take a look. Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today, the watch we're looking at is a brand new one from Grand Seiko, and it's absolutely stunning. It's got a similar look to some of the previous 9F quartz models, but this one has been upgraded with an automatic movement. Before we dig into all those details though, we'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos on amazing watches like this one. This watch has a 40.5mm diameter with a 48.5mm lug-to-lug. It's 14.5mm thick, powered by the 9S66 in-house Grand Seiko automatic caliber. This watch falls in the sport collection for Grand Seiko very appropriately, as it's got a rugged and durable look to it. Primarily brushed surfaces adorn this watch, but of course you do have some small polished surfaces, as you'd expect from a gorgeous Grand Seiko. The best feature of this watch from a design perspective for me is this gorgeous olive green dial. It's a color that you don't see typically on a watch dial, and I think it's marvelous and was a great choice by the brand. The orange accent of the GMT hand and the small GMT label down just above 6 o'clock really pull this whole thing together. If you're looking for a high-end piece that really flies under the radar to the general public but catches the eye of an enthusiast, this would be an excellent choice. As I stated previously, there are a couple of sport GMTs like this that previously carried the 9F quartz caliber inside, but with the updated automatic, I think this is going to speak to a lot of collectors as well. Once I got to handle this watch myself, I was impressed even more. The finishing is truly top shelf, as you'd expect from a gorgeous brand like Grand Seiko. You can see that the polished side is a great accent, and we've got a beautiful sapphire crystal over top of this dial. The case also has drilled lugs for my strap change enthusiasts out there. I think this watch looks amazing on a bracelet, however, so I would leave it on myself. The finishing is perfect. The bracelet feels really high quality, and there are no sharp edges. You can tell this will be a very comfortable wear. Also aiding the comfortability is the soft curvature of the side of the case. It's not a big flat slab, so when you wear it, it's not going to dig into your wrist in any way at all. This was definitely designed with the wearer in mind. The bracelet itself is also quite impressive and has a wonderful standard 3-link design. It's got an all brushed or satin finish when viewing from the top, and you can see here it's got a nice taper down to this sportier Grand Seiko clasp. The clasp is impressive also, with a beautiful Grand Seiko logo and an impressive milled deployant. A common complaint with other Grand Seiko bracelets is addressed here, as you do have micro adjust holes on this larger sportier clasp. Again, due to the sporty nature of this watch, you have a 200-meter water resistance, which is a great feature. Most people really enjoy not having to worry about water intrusion on their watch, and this one has a screw-down crown, giving extra security. The last sport feature is that it does have a nice lume set on the dial. You can see the 12, 3, 6, and 9 indices, and the hands, including the GMT hand, are all luminous. The movement inside this watch is an impressive automatic caliber, the 9R66. It's got a 72-hour power reserve and a true GMT function, meaning when you pull the crown out to the first position, you can set the hour hand independently. So when you travel and you arrive in a different time zone, you set your hour hand without having to hack the seconds, keeping accurate time. This watch really impresses when on the wrist. As I stated before, you can tell this one was designed for comfort and everyday wearability. The sizing is also impressively universal. Because this one has a steel bezel, even at 40.5mm on my 8-inch wrist, I don't feel like it looks too small. I think this one will fit so many different wrists. I also think this watch is quite a good value. The price is $5,700 US, which is not cheap by any means, but what you're getting here is a truly luxurious and sporty timepiece, which will be a capable timekeeping companion. I think this makes a lot of sense. If you're on the fence about whether you do or don't like this particular timepiece, I highly recommend getting your hands on one in person, and if you can come down to the Right Time shop, please do. We'd love to show you this timepiece, as it truly impresses once you get it in the metal. I love this green dial, but there's also a lovely blue dial as well. A little bit of something for everyone. This watch is an absolute pleasure to have in hand and to wear on the wrist. I think this is an amazing timepiece and is going to make some wearer very happy. If you'd like to purchase this watch or any of our others, please visit us at righttime.com or give us a call. We're always happy to help. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.